Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I am doing just fine. Me and my husband are very healthy, doing well. My COVID test did come back positive, just as we thought it would. Uh, I think I was, 8 days out before I could even schedule an appointment. So I got my appointment done on Wednesday, took the test, it came back on Saturday. So it took like 3 days, a little more than 3 days to get back to me. So it was a long time, but it was positive. It was so funny. It was positive, and everybody around here, after they heard I was positive, they were like, "Get away from me!" I'm like, "Come on, you guys! It's been over 10 days now. I'm over it." That long test that they give you, it can pick up dead COVID also. When you're sloughing off the dead COVID. That's what I heard on the radio. So, must have been true. Anyway, but we're fine. We're doing good. I never lost my smell or my taste. My husband lost his for about a day, um, maybe a day and a half, but I never lost mine at all. So I had a really mild case, super mild case. The only thing with me is I was very tired. I slept a whole lot, and I'm back to my regular schedule. I think I got maybe last night, maybe 5 hours sleep last night. So I was like, hey, I wanted to sleep a little bit more than that, but that's okay. That's all right. Okay. So Trump had a rally this weekend in Arizona. Oh my gosh, will this man ever go away? He is so annoying. I don't know about you guys, but he just fills me with dread. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy just like, he's like the, you know, ever ready bunny. I think that's what you call it. He just keeps going and going and going. I'm like, come on, Garland, indict him, please, put him in jail. So I want to take a look at Trump. So I've got cards everywhere, you guys. I laid out a whole bunch of cards, asked lots of questions, and I'm going to read them all to you because I like to just set it up before I turn on the camera because I get all distracted by shuffling and laying them all out. And my desk is kind of small, and it's I've got everything all laid out here in front of my laptop. So I use my laptop, so I have a little bit of room. Okay, so the first question I'm going to ask is about Trump. So let's see how Trump is doing for this first few months of this year. Let's see what's going on with him and how's it going with Trump? I mean, he just had a rally, so the first card that I pull is the Queen of Cups. Um, you know, I think this is Melania, and she's helping him out. And I think that's what this is about. Now, you guys, I know a lot of times we had heard that maybe Melania was, wanted to get away from him and leave him and divorce him and all that. And I don't think I ever got that in my readings. I don't remember ever feeling like, she wanted to get away from him. She is, the same as him, really. So they're like they are together in all of this. Um, and I think this is just her supporting her husband. Oh, and she is selling, what is it? She's selling her likeness and her hat. Yeah. Her eyes, they have this digital picture of her eyes and a coin and a hat that they're selling. So she is making money for him. She's helping him make money. So I think they're having some kind of money problems because no other first lady has ever done that. She's never profited off from being the first lady like that. Of course, they give speeches and things like that, and they get paid for their speeches, but she can't really talk, so that'd be kind of hard. So she's got to do it with her hat. I'm going to sell my hat, make some money for you, daddy. I think she's supporting him. So I think they're having troubles financially. The Hermit card. So, he may have had a lot of support at that rally. There was a lot of people there. They said there was thousands of people there. I kept looking and looking for pictures. I don't know if you guys saw any pictures. They would say there's thousands of people, but they would show a side view and they wouldn't really show the overview. Maybe they have them now, I don't know, but there was reports, but those were on those Republican news channels. CNN didn't even, I don't even hear CNN say anything about Trump's rally at all. So they just kind of ignored it. But he's going to end up alone. That's what this card is all about. Even though he has a lot of support right now, um, because of what he did to hold on to power, right? We're going to be learning more and more about that. So more people will be moving away from him. More organizations will be moving away from him. More companies. Financial institutions already have started to move away from him because, they can see the handwriting on the wall. But more and more are falling away from Trump, and he's going to find himself alone. All right. I know y'all are crying big tears for him now. This is five of Pentacles. So this, when we see this card, we know that he's in for a very difficult time. There's going to be a lot of struggle, and it's going to be in struggle in many different ways. So not only financially, I feel like, this is legal trouble for him. And also all this trouble that mounts, it's like one thing after the other. So it could be multiple indictments. Then his health will falter also. So he's going to be struggling in many different ways. And I know y'all are just feeling so sorry for him right now. Last card I pulled on Trump is Four of Cups. I have never had such bad cards for him ever. Because I used to always, all while he was a president, I'd pull cards for him. They were good. They were good. They were good. He was getting impeached. It was fine. This is, he's going to be very unhappy. He's not going to be fine anymore. He's going to be struggling mentally, because he loves to be adored, and he's going to have so much to deal with. So he's going to be an unhappy guy. He's not going to be in a good place. So that's going to be happening in the next few months. So let's take a look at Biden's health. I want to see how Biden's doing because I've heard some talk about he may have some health struggles going on this year. So I'm going to just take a look at it for myself and see. The first card I pulled on that is the Hanged Man. So I feel like this is a health scare for him. It looks like, he is going to be battling some kind of health issues. But the good news is I think they're going to take care of it, that it's something that it'll be dealt with. He'll get treatment for it, put it that way. But he is going to have some kind of health issue for sure. He's an older man, The World card is next. So this tells me that he's going to make a recovery, okay? That things will change up. So that'll just be a phase, like something happens and, hey, what do they say? Shit happens, shit happens, but he gets better. He's going to recover. Good. Next card, Knight of Swords. So this is just battling back to good health. You know what I mean? That's what they say, battling back to good health, or it takes a little more time than thought, basically. Okay. They want him to hurry up and get back out there, but I think it takes a little longer. Although I feel like he does recover, he's going to get, the care that he needs, but this takes a little bit longer than they anticipated. When you're that old, it's harder to bounce back from illness. So I think it's going to take a little longer. So we maybe ought to take a look at Kamala Harris and see if she has to step in. Last card I pulled on Biden's health, Ace of Pentacles. So he definitely gets better, and he regains his strength. So that's good. So we'll just have to take a look and see how long that'll take if Kamala Harris has to step in for him while he's, recovering. But he will recover. He's going to recover. It's not like something permanent. It's not going to knock him out. It's not like he's, going to have an issue and not be able to go back to his presidency. So let's take a look at Kamala Harris. This is Two of Wands. There's the powers that be, you know what I mean? So, of course, that's her role to step in. If something happens to President Biden, that's what she's supposed to do, right? Step in. But this is a huge decision to make that's going to affect the whole world. You know what I mean? So they're not taking this lightly. Um, so I see that it's being discussed and talked about. You know what I mean? That exactly what's going to happen or how they're going to do this. So they're really discussing it thoroughly. They're worried about it. They're really worried about it. Two of swords. Um, they're having a hard time deciding, if she should be sworn in, if she should take um, the office. They're really struggling. They really struggle. And I think if she were a man, there wouldn't be all this struggle about it. But because she's a woman, they're really struggling about it. They're just like, um, you know, should we do this? You know, it sets such a precedent. So they're struggling with it. But I think that, all in all, that's her role. They don't have any choice, really. They may put it off as long as they can. That may be what this is because it's a decision. It's a decision. So I feel like they may be putting it off and not wanting to make this decision. And that's what I see. They don't want to have regrets. So that's what this Five of Cups. They don't want to have any regrets. So they're kind of like putting this decision off as long as they can, basically. And really, Kamala doesn't, that's not how she wanted to be president. She didn't want to be president because something happened to President Biden. Um, so I get this feeling from her that if she had been president, we wouldn't be in this position right now. We wouldn't be where we're at right now. So this is, feeling sad and grief about what's going on with the situation. And I don't want to be president like that. And also, you know, there's just the whole situation is sad and difficult. Nobody wants to have to take the place of a sitting president because they're ill, right? And the last card that I pulled on this is six of Pentacles. So I feel like that yes, she will be fulfilling her role and obligation as the vice president. So this looks like a yes here. Um, I think this is just going to be something temporary. You know, I think, remember, I think bu- uh, Trump, one time when he went under or something, isn't that, and Pence uh, took over for like a few hours, something like that. So I think that's something like that will happen also with Kamala. Now it may be more than a few hours, it looks like, but that's what she's here to do. That's her role. That's what she's going to do, even if it was a really difficult decision to to get to that place where they said, yeah, we need her to step in and help. But that's what she does. That's what she's supposed to do, and that's her role, her obligation, and she steps up and helps. Okay, that's what this card is about. So I think she will find herself in that role, helping the country and helping Biden. So, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a temporary situation. All right. So that's what I'm looking at there. The next thing that I want to read on is about Biden's approval rating, right? Because it's pretty low right now. I think it's at 43%, and if you look at different polls, it even gets less than that. But we'll say 43%. Um, I just want to see if his approval rating is going to increase this year in the next few months. We'll take a look at that next. Okay, so I have the cards here for that. Four of Wands. So that's good, right? He's going to have some success, and we'll be celebrating it, right? Uh, so I do believe his rating will improve because of they're going to make a concerted effort to get recognized for all the things that they've done in the past year. So that's what this is about. This is Five of Swords. This is defending uh, the White House, defending Biden and everything that he's tried to do and get through. You know, the reason why he can't get through what he wants is because he's being uh, he's being stopped by Cinema and Manchin. They're basically the ones that are stopping everything from, moving along, and it's reflecting badly on Biden. So they're going to launch this defense campaign that's going to improve his ratings, okay? It will. It will help him. And they're going to get the word out of all the good things and legislation that they have done in the past year. So they really need some good talking points, and I think we're going to be seeing them do that, okay? Well, it will help raise the approval rating. The Sun card. So that's good. This is that feeling good card, right? Feeling better. So when we all start feeling better about our lives, everybody's going to start feeling better. COVID's getting, that's going to be behind us. We are at the beginning of the end of COVID. Omicron was the beginning of the end. Okay, I've read on that before, and I feel like it changes everything. Things are getting better. So when things start improving, his poll numbers start improving also. Good. I like hearing that. Okay. So we get out of that pandemic mode and things will improve for him too. We see our lives improving, the supply chains improving, everything improves, and so will his approval rating. So the last card I pulled on this is the Queen of Swords. I think the Queen of Swords is again Kamala Harris standing up to help him improve his ratings. And she'll help him in a lot of different ways. But one of the ways that she really helps Biden is she is very logically minded. You know what I mean? She's not that sweet, compassionate person like he is. Not that she isn't kind and good. She's kind and good, but she's also a fighter. She's a real fighter. She's very tenacious, and she's going to guide him. And she has a clear eye on what to do. She's very balanced. So she balances him out. He's the kind, loving, compassionate president that we wanted, but she's the balance to it. She's the logical part, and she's going to help improve his poll numbers. So we don't have to worry. Everything's going to be okay with him. Okay. So yes, we'll see an improvement in those poll numbers. Now, what we're worried about are the midterms coming up, right? So his poll numbers are down. We're hearing all these people talk negative about him. He may be sick, something might happen. And, Trump's having rallies, it's making everybody feel nervous. Also, all these Republican states are doing Jimmy rigging the voting laws and doing everything they can to make Republicans, make it hard for everybody to vote so Republicans will have a favorable outcome, basically. So let's take a look at the midterms, okay? All right. Yeah, that's the first thing I get. Seven of Swords. Some sneaky stuff happening in the midterms. There really is. They're going to try to get away with some more sneaky crap. It's very underhanded, but I don't think they're going to get by with it. We're going to hear about it. We're going to know about it. Okay. So we'll hear all about, their underhanded things that they're trying to do. The good thing is we know about it and we're on to them. So people are going to really be watching closely. So that's a good thing. And Page of Cups, we're going to get some good news, y'all. We're going to get good news. I love it. Five of Wands. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be really, really tough. Um, there's a lot of people retiring. You've heard from the House. There's a lot of Democrats retiring, so it's a little bit scary. But I feel like it's going to be okay. But it's going to be it's going to be a bloodbath, y'all. It's gonna get bad. But it turns out okay, I think. This is the Ace of Swords, the last card I pulled on it. So yes, it looks like the Democrats keep the House, in the midterms, but it might be really, really close because it's such a tight battle. but I think they're gonna hold on to the House. Now, if you look at any of the websites out there, they're all saying that the Democrats are going to lose the House. All of them say that, but I think they're going to hold on to it. Now, I can do a reading when it gets closer. It is really far away, and people have their own free will, and they can change a lot of dynamics between now and then. But right now, it feels like we're going to be able to hold on to the House. I say we because I'm a Democrat. Okay. The next thing is about the Senate. If we could have the House and the Senate, wouldn't that be delightful? And then Biden could get, his legislation and all his agenda passed. That would be wonderful. So let's take a look at that. Are we going to be able to take the Senate, the Democrats? Ten of Wands, it's going to be really a struggle to do that. It's going to be really, really difficult. It's going to take enormous effort to do that. Not that we can't, but it looks like enormous effort. Look at this, y'all. This is Two of Pentacles. So this is that balance. So it looks like it's going to be really close to 50-50. Very close. 50-50. Now, if it was 50-50, we would really have, to have some working together on every issue, It couldn't just be, hey, we're going to do what we want. It would really have to come together. And it looks like it's going to be 50-50. That's crazy. The Fool card is the next card that I pulled. So I feel like this is going to be the end of the Republicans just riding roughshod in the Senate. It's a new beginning for the Senate, I don't believe the Republicans are going to continue to rule the Senate. Big changes are coming. A new beginning in the Senate. And yes, look at this, the Death card. So yeah, it to me, because the Senate is being held by Republicans right now. This is the Death card. This is the change. So this is a huge change for the Senate. They're not going to like this, of course. They don't even see it. They don't even see it coming. It's a huge downfall for them. It's going to be very painful for a lot of these senators, but it's a transformation that is much needed in the Senate. So it's going through this transformation. So, yeah, it looks like we will, right now, the way I'm reading it, I'm reading these cards, it looks like Democrats will hold onto the House and they will take the Senate. Now, or not, they won't take the Senate. It said 50-50, so it's going to be like 50-50. There's 100 senators, right? So 50-50, or very close to that. So that's what I'm getting. It's going to be very balanced, which is good, really, because we're not all Republicans, we're not all Democrats. Everybody needs to be represented. So that would be good if it was 50-50. We're all represented, right? So hopefully they'll learn how to work with each other if they're in a 50-50. Okay. All right, guys. I have been really busy this past week. Y'all kept me really busy doing readings and clearing, energy clearing and doing healing sessions. Love to do them. If you would like an energy cleanse, if you need your home to be cleared, if you have feel like you have an open portal, anything there, contact me and I'll give you a hand in that. You can be on my healing session list. I do healings every day and get very good responses with that. If you'd like to be on my healing list, or if you have a loved one or a friend, just email me and tell me their name. You don't have to tell me their last name if you don't want to, but just tell me their name, who they are, what's going on, and I'll send healing. I'll do a healing session for them. And I've been doing clearing out restaurants. You know who I'm talking about? And I've done offices and I've had very, very good results. Okay. So if you guys need an energy clearing in your workplace or your home, let me know. Okay. And we can work on it. It's actually a lot of fun. And I go through each and every person, each and every room and clear the energy. And it's really uplifting and peaceful and good. And I enjoy it. And I enjoy the healing sessions also. So if you'd like to get a reading with me, any kind of reading, Celtic Cross, I love reading, general reading, or just answer questions. If you just want to send me questions, I'll do the reading, just answering the questions like I did right here and now. I always record them and send them to you. That way, we don't have to figure out what time we can meet. And a lot of people work and they can only do it in the evenings and things like that. That way, you can send me the information, any questions and concerns you have. I prepare your reading and send it to you. Okay. So let me know if you're interested, if you'd like a reading. I'm here to help y'all. Love y'all so much. Thank you for all your prayers, good thoughts, and I really appreciate them. And it really helped us get well so much quicker having all this love and uh, healing that you guys sent us. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, do something kind. It'll always come back to you, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now. I look forward to hearing from y'all.